Okay, here we go. As we go. This, oh my god, this is probably a disaster in here. This is like the shittiest, cheapest. I think it's supposed to be like a fly reel that you can buy. Like this thing is very crappy and probably pretty useless. If I were gonna do this bag again, I would make this thing. I would put some money and I would get a better situation here. But I mean, this would probably get the job done. It's got some fishing line on it. It'd probably get the job done if you needed to. So I mean, not the worst find I have here. Okay, keep going here. Oh, here's the other half of it. This is like the. Look at that, guys. Look at this chintzy piece of crap. Okay, carrying on here. What else we got? So what I did was I got all these freezer bags, and I didn't want the freezer bags to rip, so I took duct tape and I lined the freezer bags, all the seams, and then across I just made these patterns. So this was the first aid kit that I've pillaged actually. I've taken stuff out of this first aid kit when I've cut myself. This is kind of intact, some stuff is left. Also probably a pretty useless first aid kit for any serious injuries. Okay, of course, plastic fork and knife. Yeah, very handy. Not exactly an essential, but definitely very handy to have. What else we got here? Of course, a compass. Definitely something you want to have. Very necessary item. This is just a little cheap plastic compass, but it would do the job. For sure, it would do the job. Alright, what else we got here? A Sheffield pocket knife with all the classic, Swiss Army stuff, little serrated blade and corkscrew and whatever else. And yeah, this would probably come in handy. I mean, definitely has application. A small, very crappy pair of like needle nose-ish pliers. You can cut stuff with these. You can bend stuff with these. They might have some utility. What else we got here? Okay, these for sure. These are just two glow sticks, little light sticks, guys. So they are good for 12 hours. And I'm sure if you really were in a pinch and you need some light, these would come in absolute handy for sure. And then, of course, to go with your knife, another knife, which is very crappy and dull. But we also got a crappy knife sharpener. You guys seeing the theme of this bug out bag? A lot of like cheap essentials, Alrighty, guys, that is part 2 of my bug out bag. We're going to be going through the rest of this thing, so stay tuned for part 3.